chainsaw. You know what the fuck you're doing? You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Get that out of the dirt, god damn it, you know? Jesus Christ. That's like kryptonite. Just hold on a second, god damn it. Now what do you want to do with that and where do you want to go with it? Nope, something's going on right there. And hold on, Bob, just stop. There's a price to pay when you want to be lying. You gotta set it with every shut up. Close enough. Now, just get out of the way. Oh, yeah. What? Do you have anything you can fucking move this shit with? Never mind, I got it.
Yep, help right there.
Whatever it is. Either that or they're turning down the dirt road that they need to go down.
No.
Usually that's some sort of something fucking just happened right there. So that helps tremendously right there. Unfucking believable. Okay, now watch out. Gotta use leverage here. Grab that axe. See?
Perfect. Thanks.
That was easy. Got any other brain busters?
Yep.
I'd imagine I'd be doing a video pretty soon about working on this thing. Yeah, I heard the motor running back here. I thought you were on the damn shredder. I said, man, he's fucking whining that thing out way too much. Shit. They don't make them like this anymore. They really don't. 1981 CT110 Honda. You can tell by the engine. She's got oil leaks and it's things more than 40 years old. And we've got various leaks, but I've got the gasket set up for it. And plus, she's not shifting right either. I lost fourth gear in this damn thing. Well, pretty soon in one of my lives, we're gonna have a rebuild session on this one. I'm getting ready to do it here pretty soon. In fact, I might even just set up the hoist and get it ready right now. Yeah, let's just do that. Let me find a good place to set this thing. That looks pretty good. too. Can't remember the last time how I did this. Take your wrapper once, wrapper twice. Bam. In fact, we're going to wrap her 3 times just for the hell of it. That way, if it's wrong, I'm going to have a hell of a time straightening her out. Nope. Too far back. Alright, let's keep on forward. So somewhere in the middle there. Probably about right there. There we go. See, having the ability to lift this thing up in such a way, it really helps when you go to work with things. Some people say, yeah, you need to stand and all that crap. No, you don't. But this is a warhorse. I've put this thing through hell. In fact, this thing broke my leg in 2 places. The tibia and fibia. Yeah, it got me good. That was a little bit better than 8 or 9 months ago. And when I got this, it had the original tires on it. 40-year-old tires, and well, you know, they shit really quick. So I found the knobby equivalent because I'm out here in the dirt and in the mountains. So we got knobbies. This one's done. It's time for a new one on that one. The chain and sprocket, it's also done. It really is. It's really starting to get, wow, that's even worse than I thought it was. Yeah, it's getting to the point where that's not going to be running very long anymore. So I got to do a chain and sprocket setup on this. Both sprockets, you know, whenever you do chain and sprocket, you got to do both of them. And actually, if you look close enough, you can see the height difference in the teeth. So you know that thing's really worn out. It's done for. And of course, she's an oil leaker. 110. She's an oil leaker. She's leaking oil. I've got the gasket set already set up. Missing a screw here and there, but that's not enough to make it leaking where it's leaking. But this is it. This is all original, except for the tires, of course. Yep, she's about to get work done here. You got to figure out why the gears aren't shifting properly, and absolutely get this thing resealed, because you know that's ugly. When you ride a classic, or even if you drive a classic car, you really can't let it show its age. This thing turns heads no matter where I go. This thing is turning heads because everybody's always wondering, wow, where'd you find that? Or they'll say they don't make them like that anymore, or they just give props, give kudos to somebody who's actually still riding one of these things. In Australia, apparently they're really big, and because I guess the mailman or the postal carriers, they had them, and they use these things exclusively to go deliver mail and shit like that. So they're still big in Australia, but here in America, you don't really see them. Not at all. So I'm going to end up, like I said, I'm going to end up resealing this thing, and I can see it right now. There's really no teeth left on that sprocket whatsoever. It's over with. So yeah, the chain in both sprockets. You know, they had different variations of these. It was kind of like a car back in the day. Yes, new tire too. It was kind of like a car back in the day. You could have, you know, certain options. And one of the options that this thing has is this is a spare gas tank. You fill that up. It's like a canteen with, you know, you fill it up with your fuel. So when you run out, like when you're out, and you're out in the middle of nowhere, that's just a little bit better than a half a tank of fuel here. The gas tank here it's 1.3 gallons, and it's under the seat, of course. 1 gallon is actually the actual functional part, and then the 0.3 that becomes the reserve. So, and it gets pretty good gas mileage. So I mean, if you're out and about and you hit your reserve, and you know you're out in the middle of nowhere, if you hit your reserve and you still got one of these left, you're going to make it back to wherever you came from. That's a fact, you know. So nothing to worry about. They actually engineered and thought forward on a lot of this stuff. Also, the ones in Australia, they don't have this feature. That's a low range and a high range. And I'll tell you what, the low range, when I got a new one of these on the back of this thing will climb anything. It goes. It really does. It you can't stop it. In that low range, there's so much torque and so much. There's a lot there, and it really wants to just go anywhere you want. Now, there have been times where I got scared and I actually stepped off the damn thing, but I still use the throttle to basically not push the machine up the hill, but actually, you know, under its own power, it went up the hill on its own, but I just wasn't sitting on it because I was too afraid of it. I'm not evil Knievel. I don't have that ability in me yet. So yeah, this is gonna be my next project here, and of course, this is all made possible by homemade crane, I guess, a gantry crane if you want. That's a 2-ton chain fall. Then we got, half of a ratchet strap tied on. This thing's secure, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, this is really amazing to me. And it's been a while since I've actually taken a look at this rear sprocket, but there's really nothing left. You can see the daylight between them. I didn't realize it was this bad. I mean, that's horrible. I mean, look, you can see the daylight through it as the chain rounds the freaking sprocket, so you know this thing's worn out. Yeah, that was one of the things when I first acquired this, the original chain on it, it snapped, and so I put a new chain on it without putting the new sprockets, just because it didn't have that many miles on it really. But yeah, check this out. So look, I'm actually seeing this stuff for the first time. You kind of see how tall the teeth are on that gear, but just a little turn away. Look at that. Yeah, apparently I'm in a bad spot, so the project's going to get moved. I'm in that area where I don't get a very good signal. So anyway, that's on the schedule. That's what's coming up. Like, subscribe if you would, and I will definitely have more stuff available. This is a fire channel. I do prefer to burn things, but sometimes I have to repair those things or maintenance those things that help me get around to the fires and stuff like that. All right, so like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.